Hello my beautiful blossoms, it's me Misaki Mary the Gay Woman. Welcome back to LA Noire. The cutscene that started up in the previous part got cut off because I recorded at the maximum length. So hopefully it will reboot that cutscene so that way we can see that. I'll let Jazz otherwise, you know, you can just find other gameplays of it. There's plenty of gameplays out there that, you know. Lipstick murder. Okay, we're gonna need someone. Sally, will not play the cutscene before this.
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Floyd Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst a man gets from 25 years of police work. Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk. Stand up, Phelps. Take a cheer. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny. Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Okay, this'll be fun.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my saddle.
Do you have the address?
It's been all over KGPL. It's off Temple Street, between Belmont and Glendale.
So you're the first boy, putting all those hoodlums in jail?
I'd rather you took the wheel.
Okay. So now we have a different outfit equipped instead of. That was that we were last time, so I can easily change that.
What happened to Rose?
Parker wants the chief's job. Word is it's either going to be him or Thad Green. So they're both clearing the decks.
So where does that leave you, Galloway?
Leaves me saddled with a chump like you, Phelps. I didn't ask for you, and I don't want you, so keep it to yourself. See if you can learn something about seeing how a real cop operates.
What did he mean by the werewolf?
The Dahlia. The Daily News came out calling him the werewolf killer. The Examiner came up with the Black Dahlia.
We any closer to catching him?
Not a chance. 6 months and hundreds of guys running down leads, and we got nothing.
You don't think this has anything to do with it?
No, I don't. 90% of murders are domestic, Phelps. Some guy gets into a beef with his wife, he takes it too far. This will be the same. But cutting someone in half and leaving them off the sidewalk, that's a one-off.
Why so many women this year?
Because of the war. You should know that. Guy gets to kill people every day in combat. Comes home, he's expected to take lip from his wife. What do you think's gonna happen?
It's that simple.
Like I said, most of the time it is.
Okay, this is going to be an interesting crime scene to investigate. Alright, I know I'm going to have a lot of fun playing this game, because I've been enjoying it so far. The gameplay has been phenomenal, I'd say. If there's ever being more of this franchise, I would love to see more of this, because this is actually one of my favorite video games, even though, you know, it's probably one of the older, it's obviously one of the older video games out there. Well, I've played way older, because I've been playing video games ever since I was a kid, and, you know, Well, if you know what I'm saying, and you know, but if not, that. Although, to be fair, there are worse video games I could be playing right now. And I'm not gonna play like the worst video games. Like, I'm not gonna play every single video game in existence, because I will not have the time for that. Let alone enough storage space on any of my devices, so... yeah. I'm just here to have a fun time. I'm just here to have a good time. That's it. Like, there's just nothing more to it than that. And plus, I just have nothing better to do. Like, to be honest, this is one of the best video games I've ever played. And I'd say one of our better ones. This does not take one of the highest places, but it's also not at one of the lowest. So it's pretty decent. It's decent references. Plus, I need to get my critical thinking skills honed, and this video game is perfect for this sort of thing. So, yeah. I was gonna do my best. You know, I am gonna be getting those things perfectly done, all things considered.
Crime scene is just up the dirt road, detective.
Okay, so dirt road. There we go.
How about a scoop for the Examiner, Galloway? You could use some good press.
Another tramp, another message. Is the werewolf back in business, boys?
Do you have a mother, asshole? A sister? How about showing some respect for this poor woman? Let us do our job, and Detective Galloway will give you a statement later.
He's good, Rusty. He even sounds genuine.
That's Phelps, guys. The war hero. Defending the honor of murdered humps.
Get used to it, Phelps. Moving along, guys. You got your pictures, you got your headlines. Now scram.
We have a blood trail, which does not surprise me, because a lot of corpses have blood trails. So, yeah.
Patrolman, this your beat?
Yes, sir. Well, part of it. Kids park here, they use it like a lover's lane. It's a working neighborhood. Some trouble, but nothing like this. It's known locally as the Moors.
You were first on the scene?
Yes, detective.
No one's disturbed the body?
No, sir. We cleared out them vulture reporters so Pinker and the coroner could work. They're waiting to talk to you.
Go house to house and see what you come up with.
Okay, move out of his way. Okay, let me look at each and every spot. Look at this. Okay, I gotta look at everything. Doesn't seem like it's convenient. But I know this.
The victim's bag? Looks brand new. Can't be the one used on the body.
Okay. I want to look at the other things before dealing with the corpse. What the fuck?
Looks like some kind of puzzle or parlor game.
Okay, what do I need to do for this? So you need to make these things connect. Wait, oh. Okay, there's... okay. Maybe this is not what we need. Okay, I should know this stuff. Okay, damn it. I can't Okay, that looks like it connects. Okay, and then we want... Okay, that looks like it connects. I don't know what I need to do with this. So it seems like the bottom is not movable. Okay, oh, I had to click. So that means we need... There we go.
The Bomba Club. Why steal a table lighter?
That's an interesting puzzle. We solved a globe. I do not know what good that does us, but I will not question video game logic. Okay. There's clearly something over here that I need to look at. Footprints.
What can you tell me about the shoe prints?
Men's size 8s. Pinker lifted impressions for me to compare back at the lab.
Okay. So that means we're all good with this. Okay, we don't want to go that way. We want to head towards the body.
Cause of death?
Could be the head injuries. She hasn't been badly stalked. The cuts look superficial.
What about this wound on the finger?
Something removed. A ring, most likely. I assume it was taken post-mortem.
That's suspicious. I do apologize for the nudity again. Here, I don't know if there's a way to censor this. Yeah, I'm not gonna even...
What caused the blunt force injury to the face?
Could be anything from a baseball bat to a lug wrench. I'll have more details after the autopsy.
Okay. Jesus.
Interesting.
Okay.
What's the writing on the victim mean?
BD. Like Dahlia? Tex? Your guess is as good as mine. Could be something to it, or it could be the killer's trying to throw you off the scent. Either way, I'll run tests on the lipstick.
Any idea of the time of death?
From the temperature, I'd say after midnight. I'll confirm with you later.
When we get to the Bomba, a man could die of thirst in a case like this.
Okay, I'll look. Okay. We're gonna investigate all that, so now... I don't even know how in the world you can tell this one's lying. Oh, you can't. Okay, you can do that. Sort of a struggle for us. Alright. Whee. Okay. In the car. Okay, I'm going to need a way to turn around carefully. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this path. It's just better.
The werewolf?
For my money,
We can't rule it out. We need to work the evidence.
you'd love that, wouldn't you? A big head to hang on your wall. The caller of the decade. I've been working evidence on BD case for 6 months and got nicks.
There's a difference, Rusty.
Oh, yeah?
I just started working it today.
Okay, Oddshot. What's more likely? The werewolf comes back around, leaving us unknown in a corpse?
He clearly has a thing for power. Power over women. Why not power over the police department as well?
Let me finish, Phelps. A guy opens his mouth again after 6 months of stum. Or some opportunist who's been reading about the BD figures he'll rip off the MO and get himself a freebie.
That's not totally fantastical.
You know, the Examiner and the Daily News might be good at coming up with monikers, but they're terrible for police work. There's a reason we didn't get the son of a bitch after the short murder was them, locusts.
Where do you think the werewolf killer is now?
Dead by his own hand, stationed somewhere else with the armed forces. San Quentin, another town, another country, who knows? So, Phelps, I understand you want to turn this into a big case, but it doesn't work like that, all right? A case will come and find you. Can't make it something it ain't, understand?
So you don't think the werewolf has continued to operate in the Los Angeles area?
No chance. We would have found him.
Any central unit, car 16 Adam reports a possible jumper at 8th and Hope. The Methodist Church unit to handle code 2 identify.
Okay. So obviously, something through this isn't too hard. You just have to make sure to drive carefully, otherwise I'll get yelled at by NPCs. The reason why I switched to this game is because Tiny Tina's Wonderlands was crashing. Like crashed twice. Like a good few minutes. Hence why I didn't do any outros in those videos. It's not today.
Watch where you're driving, you maniac!
God. They should literally tell NPCs that, because it's more funnier. And plus, it's not 100% my fault. All things considered, like, they crashed into me, not the other way around. I don't know why they complain about that. I get they complain about me crashing into someone, but if I'm not the one who's doing the crashing, then why?
11825, code 6.
That's just my question. Oh, for the love of these situations. Okay. I'm gonna at least make a couple videos of this. Hopefully this game doesn't crash, because I had more than enough crashing for one day. Okay. Come on. So I'm going to figure out a way through without, taking the normal path. No, let me discover something. Oh, that was way too close, too close for comfort. Okay, let me just make sure that they're not. Oh, come on, bruh. At least I'm not the one who did the crashing that time. They just supposed to ram me, and I'm trying to drive carefully. Yes, oh. Why are NPCs so cruel? That's my question. Why? Why are they so cruel? I need to fix NPCs a little bit, because they're crashing. Like, if they're gonna crash you on purpose, then there's some sort of problem. Obviously, I'm just trying to drive carefully, and then NPCs are like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go 30." No, that like, why?
Gentlemen, what can I get you?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Were you working here last night?
Yes. How can I help, officer?
You can start with your name.
Garrett Mason.
You're the regular bartender on nights?
I'm a temporary barman. I work for an agency. I fill in at bars across town.
Do you remember a woman who came in here last night? 5'7", about 110 pounds, blonde hair, about 40 years of age.
You mean Celine Henry?
Yes. Do you know anything about her?
I don't. But the owner, Mr. McCall, serves her most nights. Would you like to speak to him?
I would.
He sits at the back of the club. Wears a hibiscus. You can't miss him. Is there anything else?
Fire away, Phelps. I'll stay here. I'm a little parched. Pour me 3 fingers of rye.
You ought to meet Joe's buddy. He's nice.
Say, honey, what time do you get off work?
Detective Phelps, LAPD. We're investigating the murder of Celine Henry. Do you know her?
Celine?
Going to pay for that?
Christ. Sure I
How's
know her.
officer?
She and I and Jacob, her husband, we go way back.
She was here last night?
Sure, she's a regular. Celine was a lovely woman.
Okay, suspect seen with the victim. Good cop.
Was Mrs. Henry here with anyone last night?
Not at first. Celine already had quite a head start.
But she attracted attention?
Certainly. A few gentlemen became very enamored with her and her stories. One guy in particular.
Okay, that's a truth.
You know him?
No. He's been in a couple of times.
Did they leave together?
Yes. At around 11. If it helps, I made the guy's license plate.
Okay.
I think this could be a great help, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Ring stolen.
Mrs. Henry appeared to be missing a ring, torn from her finger, but not her wedding finger.
Celine always wore a red garnet ring on the large side. Larger than life, like Celine herself.
Did she have it a long time?
Sure. Since way back in her flying days.
Did her husband buy it for her?
No, it was before Jacob.
Okay, so bad cop.
I think you know where the ring came from, and I think you're gonna tell me.
Okay. I bought it years ago. I carried a torch for Celine in those days. Guess I always have. Her old man never knew about it.
You know the husband?
Sure I know Jacob. He was in the Corps. He met Celine on a furlough and married her when the war was finished. Put up with a load of shit.
Do you think he killed his wife?
No. No, not in my opinion.
Okay, so back up again.
So if it wasn't Jacob, then you probably let her out of here with the guy who killed her. How do you feel about that?
Stow the attitude, will ya? I tried to get onto Jacob. I rang him up. Asked him to come pick her up, like usual. But he refused. She picked some night to push him over the edge. I rang him back around 11:30, but got no answer.
Thanks, Mr. McCall. You've been a big help. One more thing. Would you have an address for Celine?
142 North Union Avenue. God knows I had to send her home in enough cabs to remember that.
also use the
Hey, what time did you get
payphone.
off work and table?
Waitress. First.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's the hurry? My stool was just starting to warm up nicely.
I doubt it.
I don't even know why that's even a gravel item. There's a button. Okay. It's right here. Recording. Never mind.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a registered owner on a license plate, 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. I'll need to contact the DMV. Shall I relay the details via KGPL?
Please. Thank you.
Okay. Here we go. Okay, okay, our partner's here. So, only thing is, I have to deal with drivers who want to bump into me when I'm back.
Find the booze helps you get through a working day?
Sharpens my investigatory instincts, Phelps.
A smart lawyer might use that to throw out anything you collect today.
A smart man might know it's unwise to stand between the patient and his medicine.
As long as you're not falling over, Rusty, I'll let it slide.
That's mighty kind of you, Phelps. You know, you picked the wrong job if a healthy thirst offends you.
We owe it to this city to do the best we can in this position. As homicide detectives, that responsibility is all the more serious.
Always the politician.
It's not political, it's practical. Maybe the men combing Hollywood Boulevard after the Elizabeth Short murder were more interested in sniffing out booze than the clues that would have led to her killer.
Yeah, well, if only you'd been there, choir boy. Betty Short would be alive, the Japs would have spared Pearl Harbor, our ancestors wouldn't have tasted the forbidden fruit.
Minor syntactical error, Detective Galloway. I never claimed to be able to prevent crimes. I only suggested a proficiency in solving them. Guess that's the drink slowing you down.
Oh my God, brother, oh brother. It's worse than I could ever have imagined.
Okay, I'm just waiting for the vehicle's good drive, because at least one in front of me. Sit, please.
Any
No.
Central Unit, Car 16 Adam reports a possible jumper at 8th and Hope. The Methodist Church unit to handle code 2 identified.
So I just need that straight and left. That's how the job is done. Big also is not wanting to play parking lot. See? It's gonna take a while. So I need to left. I don't want to squeeze in between vehicles. Okay, I'm gonna go around. Like so. Head through this path. In order to avoid. Alright, a bit more traffic. After solve this case, which case it should be too long, I'm gonna end the video and then yeah, I'll do one more. Not two more. What's what? The good thing is I can pause during the cutscenes, but I just forgot about that. I sat through one of the longer cutscenes last night, so yeah, I might have to do live streams or something in order to get through a little more of it, and that way you don't need to worry about cut off cutscenes. Trying my best on trying to keep the outro in as many videos as possible, but at the same time, when video games such as Tiny Tina's Wonderland just wants to crash, I can't do that. I think that's not a dead end, but it'd be a better path. I really have to stay here for a while. Okay, I'll back it up. Go around. Because I don't want to stay here forever. Yeah, I could have just waited like a few more seconds. Okay, I'm actually gonna do this path. Take a left. I'm not gonna driving. Do not trust my driving skills. So the only reason why I'm doing so the only reason why I was doing so well is I was actually trying to put an effort. Wait for idiots. I don't want to get yelled at for trying to run over people. So right, very left. Very sharp left is what I meant to say. Wait, all of you know. It's kind of a sharp left. To some degree. I have to head straight. Do not trust my driving skills. What's with all this basically seeming to drive quick? Hopefully I can get this game done in like a few days. So if I do all the side things, like second gameplay, like, you know, if I were to do like a second gameplay and I sat through all this, including the side stuff, I would have a lot more done. I'm gonna let the vehicle go through because I do not trust that driver. Ah! Dumbass. I just scratched the front. Anyway, I'm gonna right on through. I wonder if oh, it's not like those old games where it's like you can put the camera through the vehicle. I need to head straight, so I'm gonna head straight. Yeah, I was having a lot of fun last night, or yesterday, when I was playing these games, because, like, video games such as this, is just very, I have, like Batman, Arkham Knight on my PS4 and all that jazz. I just like it. I just need to get those sneaking skills up there. And this video game is actually proving to be a spot where I have to go beyond my limits. My thinking. You know, that's, yeah, that's something. If I don't have to... Okay. We're not here for a car parade right now. Jesus Christ. Okay. I need to wait for nincompoops. I mean, we're not in any rush. You can take your time. I just need the vehicles to drive forward. Need the vehicles to drive forward. Are these like abandoned vehicles? Something? Go around. There we go. So far, so good.
105 North Avenue.
That's on these types of houses.
try the back door. Wait here a second.
Okay, so...
Side window's been jimmied. Looks like somebody's creeped the joint.
Okay, I found the dresser next to the photograph. Newspaper. Let's sit through the newspaper cutscene.
You said I had to go back, Doctor.
The fires are cathartic. They allow you to confront your past.
You said the house would be empty.
Are you taking the medication I have prescribed?
You said the house would be empty. I heard them screaming.
Circumstances were unfortunate. My colleagues had made all the necessary
You
arrangements.
said the house would be empty. You're killing me.
The deaths were unfortunate, but you have dealt with death before.
I want you to come to the clinic and we can deal with it.
You said the house would be empty. How can I find peace?
Yes. There's a way to look through there. That's annoying. It doesn't really specify which photograph. Wait. Found a note.
Celine and Jacob are obviously having problems. It speaks to motive.
Crime scene evidence still weighs against it being the husband. Jacob could give us something to go on. If one of my exes drank like this, you'd be feeling the back of my hand.
Call in burglary and get technical services out here. I'll talk to the neighbors.
Don't take all day about it, Phelps. I'll get nasty when I'm thirsty.
There's still plenty of evidence here, and I need to look for it.
Galloway, homicide, badge number 564. Requesting technical services for a suspected 459 at 142 North Union.
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Here's said photograph. Dresser with a photograph.
Don't think this is anything.
Doesn't really specify which dresser. You know what a dresser would look like in this type of house.
Size 9s. Above average for a lady.
I still need to find missing jewelry.
Burglar used the pry bar. Why did you kick the door in?
You think I'm gonna climb through a broken window in a $30 suit? You got another thing coming, Buster.
If I can find that photograph. Okay, let me see. Dresser next to a photograph. Okay. Okay, it's right in here. So there's a spot. Oh, checking. The box.
Tiffany, The rest of the stuff is junk. Might explain the missing ring.
Okay. We're done. With this area. So now I have to drive. So we're done here. That kind of seems of it, so. Down to the apartment we go. Get a blue dot. It's a blue dot. Serious blue dot I want to check. Hold up. I see someone we can press square on.
Wasn't safe.
LAPD. Are you acquainted with Celine Henry, Miss?
Horgan. Jennifer Horgan. I've known Celine for more than 10 years. Our children grew up together. What's going on, officer?
Did you see Mrs. Henry go out last night?
Well, I'm no busybody, you understand, but Celine had been drinking. And she and poor, long-suffering Jacob had a terrible row. I think Jacob may have given her a black eye. He stormed out and she went back inside.
Did he come back?
No. Celine was listening to music and shouting until she left around 10 p.m. She was very drunk to have been driving. But she is not the sort of person you can stop from doing something when her dander is up. What is this about, officer? Is Celine all right?
I'm afraid Mrs. Henry has been murdered, ma'am.
Murdered? Oh my God. I'm afraid I need to go and sit down.
Let's see what Jacob has to say for himself.
I don't think Jacob is our man, but we should see what he has to say.
Okay. I had to do that. I knew that blue dot was important. I literally knew that blue dot was important, so that blue dot was literally important, and I had to do that. Why did the vehicle reset? I did not park here. We parked in the driveway. Why? Okay. Okay, let's take this left. If this really needs to get out of the way.
Jacob Henry had a violent argument with his wife last night. He's looking more and more likely.
For my money, if the broad keeps the house looking like that, she probably deserved it. The skipper says bring him in and keep the hacks off our backs for a while.
Fine by me.
So it ain't the werewolf killer after all. Good to see you've come to your senses, Cole.
I always said work the evidence. I only stipulated a connection to the BD killer as an avenue of investigation we should leave open. And as far as I'm concerned, it still is.
Here we go. Doing pretty good. With all this. So, yeah. Now, if I were to look through the entire fandom for all this, we would be here for ages. Oh dear. Oh, no, you don't want to crash.
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe. 391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
Head down here. Good measures. And I'm gonna actually no, that's not the path I need. This one. Okay, I'm gonna head the long way.
Continue to respond.
not good at navigating, but I do know that we need to take another right. I'm not mistaken. Okay, I'm waiting for the right moment. Here. There we go. Found my way through. Not really the greatest navigator, but I try. I try.
Okay, Phelps, we go in hard. You follow my lead. You Jacob Henry?
Yeah. Who's asking?
LAPD. You're under arrest for the murder of your wife, Celine Henry.
Murder? Celine?
Save the dramatics
Oh, my
for
God.
RKO, pal. You got bigger problems.
What the hell are you talking about? You come in here, you tell me that Celine is...
Take a seat, Mr. Henry.
she's-
We're gonna have a look around, then we'll talk.
Jesus, I'm sorry.
Okay, so discover initiating out by the phone. So I have to look for.
I get even the slightest hint that you're a flight risk, pal.
Look for a telephone. Okay, so
You think the atmosphere's thick in here? Maybe trying to gas you.
alright, so we're doing.
He'll be back any moment. Just sit tight.
I keep scanning it.
The oldest problem there is, what to do about the old lady.
Okay. Luggage on the bed.
Size 11s.
Okay. So that's everything. And here, then interview the person. Okay, movements of the victim.
So who could have killed Celine? Where did she go last night, Jacob?
A bar, I suppose. Look, I don't know.
Okay, accuse.
You know where she went, Jacob. You're lying. Why would I help you if you keep lying to me?
Look, I'm telling you, I don't know.
Okay, okay, so it's either the lighter or the husband's alibi. So we're gonna go with this.
We know she went to the Bomba Club.
The bartender there. He calls me if things are getting out of hand, and I go and I bring her home. He called me last night. I said no. Phone rang a couple more times after that. I ignored it. I'm gonna have to live with that.
Last contact with the victim.
When did you last see your wife, Mr. Henry?
Last night. I went to see her. We talked. Things got a little out of hand. I left.
Okay, so truth?
You don't remember what time you last saw your wife alive?
Look, I'm sorry. I left. Maybe 9 p.m. Might have been a little later, but right around 9.
Okay.
Why did you kill her, Jacob? Things will go better if you come clean about it.
That's a lousy thing to say. I never gave up on my wife.
Okay, so that's a lie.
I don't believe you, Jacob. I think you didn't have the guts to do it yourself, so you had someone else do it.
You want to back that up with something, Big Mouth? Huh?
Death threat note. We need the note. Where is that stupid note?
The note by the phone suggests you meant her harm.
You want the truth? Truth is, I was sick to death of her. I was trying to have her committed.
We're still gonna need you to come downtown, Mr. Henry.
We can get this all down on paper, Jacob. How you got fed up with your wife and how you figured killing her would bury all your troubles.
Kill my own wife?
She was a lush and a tramp, and you just couldn't stand it anymore.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
So now you're gonna tell me you loved her? Ah, the DA goes all gooey over remorse, Jacob.
Oh.
Okay. It doesn't look good for you, Jacob.
Oh, I was not expecting. Okay, I was not expecting a brawl.
Call it in and get a squad car dispatched. And check for messages. I'll keep old Slugger here company.
Okay, well, I kind of expect it. This was double checking.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a patrol unit to transport a suspect back to Central.
Certainly, Detective. You have a message from the coroner. Do you wish to be put through?
Yes, ma'am.
Carruthers,
It's Phelps.
I've completed the autopsy. Several wounds to the head from a blunt metal instrument. Closest match would be a socket wrench handle.
So the cause of death was the blunt...
No, the blows to the head surprisingly were not fatal. Death was from hemorrhage and shock from the fractured ribs and multiple injuries caused by the stomping.
Anything else?
He's some kind of sex fiend. The tissues of the anus were bruised about 1/8 of an inch, but no trace of semen in the anus, vagina, or stomach.
Thanks, Doc. Operator, give me R&I. Any word on an owner for that vehicle? License was 2boy8899.
Yes, Detective. The plate belongs to a brown 1936 Pontiac. Registered owner is one Alonzo Mendez of 402 South Fremont Street, apartment 16.
Thanks. Any other messages?
One, Detective. From Captain Donnelly. He wants any and all suspects returned to Central. Interviews to be set up immediately.
Got it. We're coming in.
Okay, so this one's optional. Look at the Central Police Station. So, I'm gonna head there. Because even though it's possible to get the 5-star rating on this.
Brother said she took a real pounding.
Was firmer in the beginning, wouldn't be in this situation now.
I imagine that Neanderthal routine is a big hit with the ladies, Galloway.
Women love me, Phelps. I have no complexity. They know exactly what they're gonna get.
Okay. I'm going for the green light. The green light. There we go. Now, even though it's true that this is that the PlayStation is optional, I'd still like to do this. How long have I been recording? That's my question. Okay. 56 minutes. Okay. So, this is going to be a good spot to leave off this part. So, in the next part, I will finish this case and I will do one last one. Anyway, goodbye for now, my beautiful blossoms. Remember to stay beautiful, stay hydrated, and stay safe.